Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the Kings of the North. We're into the grand finals, and we're about to crown our champion because he has a best of 5 ahead of him. Will it be Toronto favorite Masa or Toronto silver Hendrilisk?
Well, we're going to be finding out. You know, as you said, Hendrilisk, the king of silver here locally. But, you know, maybe he'll
this
get
is
that
his time
gold.
to shine. He's into the Premier now, right? So
yeah.
It's time to shine. It's time to overcome your Masa barriers. And as you said, I mean, I was listening to your interviews. It would be good practice because we got the CoreCraft finals coming up 2 weeks on ES Champ TV. It'll be held at the Anime North. So if you're in the Toronto area, we are going to be at the gaming section of Anime North there with our sponsors, Chairs for Gaming and ES Champ. And, you know, maybe we can get a chair. That would be amazing, I think. But we'll see. We'll see.
That would be amazing.
Chairs for Gaming doing good things here in esports and bringing the Canadian scene to the world, as it seems, in a very comfy, lavish way.
And, you know, even Hendrilisk has a Chairs for Gaming chair.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Even right there, pro endorsement from ES Champ and Hendrilisk. Right. Disclaimer, not from Hendrilisk. But in the bottom corner here, because we are on merry-go-round of game number 1 from Complexity Sound Blaster, it is Hendrilisk. Nice work there, Dave.
And over on the 1 o'clock position, I'd say, we have our Lavender Terran player from Root Gaming. It is Masa, and he's sending out 2 SCVs.
2? Well, all right, one's going to stop on its way, and the other, could we see our first proxy from Masa in quite a while now?
That would be awesome, but I want to believe, but I'm not sure if I should.
You should totally believe, because that SCV is on a mission, sir.
Yeah.
That's the reason I think that this round, that he's going to be doing that proxy there in and around the mid is because Overlords don't care about Zone Naga towers.
Yeah.
We were talking about this a little bit earlier. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, right? The TVT.
Yeah.
They go through the mid. Overlords don't.
Overlords, they have no reason to, so there's...
Oh, my goodness. That is so amazing.
Yeah. You know, Masa is going to be throwing down these 2 barracks right now, and me getting on the way soon.
Is it going to be Marines or is it going to be Reapers? Feels like Marines at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think he could. I really don't think he could actually do 2 barracks' worth of Reapers this early on. So
yeah.
My bet is Marines. He is stockpiling 100 minerals right there. And right now, we do not have any kind of expo going down there from Hendrilisk, so he might actually be in a better spot to defend against this because he will have that spawning pool done first.
Yeah. And though it is going to be a little difficult, but
it's going to be a bunker.
Yeah, bunker going to be coming down, and there's going to be a lot of Marines though. No, it's
is that not going to be a bunker? No, there it is.
Yeah, it's just going to be on the low ground. Putting it on the high ground is a little risky because the Zerglings can get to it so easily. But you know, we're going to have to find out. The drone will be able to find the bunker.
Yeah, and the drone will try its best. We do got another SCV there to go back in, and it looks like we'll actually stop at this bunker for now. So the Marines are going to come down. The second SCV will come down. We do got the Zerglings out there. Again, Hendrilisk didn't go for the earlier expo, and that is going to put him in a better spot here. He does have the 6 Zerglings out, and I'm a little surprised he's actually decided to run them out, but we do got 3 Marines there ready to go.
Just going to rebuild that bunker right now, and these 3 Marines, they deal a bit of damage to that Overlord. Drones and Zerglings going to be on their way here, and right now those Marines, they're going to try start stepping for their lives. A couple more Marines are going to be joining in here, but it's still going to be pretty difficult. 6 more Zerglings going to be on the way behind this. And you know, Hendrilisk, he set up this build pretty much for Masa's Reapers, to be honest, and right now it's looking like it's working pretty well for proxy.
Well, all the Marines are dead. The Queen has now come down as slow as she is. There goes the second SCV, and that's going to be a salvage. And wow, very, very handy build coming out from Hendrilisk. Possibly did actually predict that it would be the proxy because, again, these 2 players do play each other a lot. As you said, maybe preparing for the Reapers. Didn't quite expect the double Marines, but the double Marines didn't really just carry their weight in salt at all.
Yeah, wasn't able to deal any damage, really. Killed 3 workers, but Hendrilisk also killed 2 of his own, and now a lot of Zerglings. They're going to be coming in. The wall will come up just in time.
Close.
Those 1 Marine going to get going down, as well as an SCV.
Rip Tommy. Yeah. They're on the ramp. But, I mean, like, Joe and Bill and them, I mean, they avenged him. It's all good. The problem now, however, is that MaSa is on 1 base up against 2 base Zerg.
Yeah, he's going to be throwing down his command center right now at the top of his ramp, but it's going to be a bit before he can actually use that, though, of course, it is kind of normal for Zergs to get their expansion up before the other 2 races can, just because of the way Zerg economics do work.
And I want to say that's normal, but this is MaSa.
Yeah. But we're going to find out what's going to be happening. It looks like the 2 barracks from the center of the map did come back to the main base right now. Going to be throwing down a reactor. And
I feel like Bio Heavy is going to come.
Yeah, definitely. You know, already with the 2 barracks, there's no real option to go for the mech, especially since merry-go-round, it's very hard to get a 4th base, so you don't have enough gas to produce mech anyways.
I can see that. Yeah, just looking at the little triangle of blue that's now going to be Hendrilisk here as he goes for the 3rd.
Yeah.
I could definitely see how a 4th, especially for Zerg, could be a little difficult. I would say off to the right there for Hendrilisk. And I guess top middle for...
It's still very out of the way, especially if MaSa did want to go for mech.
Yeah.
Mech is very slow.
Right.
He's not going to be able to get over there to defend no matter what he tries doing if he wants to have his army be at a center focal point, which would be right below the natural ramp.
Okay.
So just Bio definitely the composition of choice for our Terrans here.
Well, looking at our 2 armies, I mean, not really a huge count for either of them, but those workers, man, 37 drones and counting here for Hendrilisk. And, you know, the games against Desro, he was in very solid form. He got up to the triple base, didn't really feel a heck of a lot of pressure at all. And then from there, he was just able to just kind of steamroll right through the Protoss ranks.
Yeah, right now it looks like a couple of Zerglings going to be getting killed off by some Hellions. Right now, I'd say it's just going to be kind of teching up for both of these players at the moment. MaSa is going to be getting up some Hellions, but eventually he'll be throwing down the starport. He'll be getting up his engineering bay upgrades, and so far, though, going to be a little quiet until Infernal Pre-Igniter, actually. I think we might see some Hellbats in addition to the Bio.
Well, at the very minimum, it's going to be some heavier Hellion harass, especially with the blue flame, but...
Yeah.
You know, MaSa's just going to move out. We've seen this before. I mean, usually he'll go Reapers into the Hellions, into Banshees, if he is going to go for a more harass-heavy early game. And Hellions, especially this mid-game, has 3 more coming on the way to go with that blue flame. It looks like he might be just trying to do a suicide run to try to cull the numbers of drones, but that's if he gets past these roaches.
You know, Hellions, they don't do very much against roaches, as roaches are armored units. Hellions only good versus light units. As you can see, that roach there has taken so many shots from these Hellions.
And only half health to boot.
Yeah.
Army numbers, again, very steady between them, but a lot more drones coming the way of Hendrilisk. He does, you know, have that 3rd ready to go. The creep highway is actually spread out quite nicely here from Hendrilisk as well. But, you know, the continuing numbers of Hellions will hold that Zonaga point.
Yeah. Right now, MaSa, he's just going to be using those Hellions for map control. As Hendrilisk, he doesn't really care about map control. He's more focusing on his creep at the moment. And right now, I feel like creep might not be too bad of an idea. Hellions going to be coming into the 3rd base, however, of Hendrilisk right now. And how many workers will they be able to kill? They do have blue flame. So far, 13 workers killed, 15 and counting.
Yeah, but they're throwaway now.
Yeah. Going to be losing them all, but still a lot of workers killed off there. And though Hendrilisk still has the worker lead here, 57-42.
Well, it's no longer as huge as it was, and at the same time, he also got to see that it was a 3rd base. The Hellions again, very throwaway, just doing the harass, trying to cull the numbers, and just trying to even it up from there. At the back of it, I mean, we got a big wall there from Hendrilisk, MaSa, just defending here the pushes. But he also saw that there are going to be Banelings because, of course, MaSa does have this wall. So the Zerg army is going to be just gearing up for a big push, it feels like.
Yep, the Banelings are going to be coming in. They don't have centrifugal hooks, so they're going to be kind of waddling in. But there's 2 tanks there, so those Banelings, they're not going to be able to connect with anything. And Hendrilisk, he's going to have to pull back for now, and Spy are going to be on the way, as well as 1-1 for melee and Galal with Constitution. This is a smart choice, because Mutiling Bane very much more effective versus the tanks, compared to having Roaches, which need to get in, but by the time that they're close enough to the tanks, they're dead.
Yep, that sounds reasonable to me. Do got another bunker going down. It looks like the third is going to be on the priority list here for MaSa. And the production tab is actually starting to get pretty full from both sides. I mean, MaSa, we typically see by this mid-game, lots of production. He has a lot of manufacturing available, and then upgrades. But at the same time, I mean, MaSa's Hendulus, has not been too slack on that as well. You see big upgrades coming out of him, as he said, the Spire, and a lot of production in terms of a fourth base now coming his way as well.
Yeah.
That seems really far off, that fourth one.
I think that's just because since he is going to be going for the Mulisks, it's okay if it's so far off, and then he can take a fifth base in the middle. And those queens, they're kind of helping for the creep. And also, if some kind of push does come, the queens can also transfuse the roaches, which keep them alive longer. Yeah,
there's a few units just off to the east a little bit. Looks like they're just having some fun.
It's just a Viking.
Yeah. Viking cleaning up the overlords. It is the perpetual weakness of the Zergs.
Yeah.
Phoenixes and Vikings just tend to have a lot of fun up in the air.
That overlord almost lived, and then the Vikings like, wait, I didn't kill it. And then went
back.
Did
a double take.
Scan going to be coming down, and that's going to be a lot of creep tumors dead.
Yep.
But going to pick up. Going to float away.
Well, this is where the mutas are going to come in handy to try to fight air with air. And 6 of them are going to be on its way. A lot of gas got banked up there. From Hendulus. And I almost feel like he's taking the bases just for the gas at this point. You already see double gas on the 4th now complete, and a few drones off that way. So very gas-heavy comp. But Hendulus has held pretty well. He's did not really succumb to the early harass. He is going to be losing out a bunch of these overlords, but that's to be expected. And he has compensated by making a bunch more. He's not even hitting supply gaps.
Yeah. Right now, looks like Hendulus is going to be able to take out that one Viking that was poking at all of his overlords. And right now, looks pretty much like Hendulus. He has control of the map. Very, very good creep spread all the way right through the middle. And with his 4th base all the way being on the west side of the map, his creep is going to be spreading out that way and then spreading up again. And he'll just have very, very good vision across the map here. And these Mulisks as well, they're going to be aiding that so far.
8. Maybe actually a few more now.
13 Mulisks now, and then more on the way as well.
Yeah, you saw actually in the production tab there a few missile turrets going down in and around the place. Missile turrets would do fairly well to deter any kind of big attacks. And you see MaSa just continually, he just comes out, pokes, gets a few kills, loads up, runs away, rinse, repeat. That's very MaSa-like of him. Those incremental advantages we've seen again and again.
And right now, he's going to be starting to get some Thors, and definitely going to be needing those since he has seen that the Mulisk counts are still increasing. He's going to be needing those Thors. As Marines, they can only do so much versus very mobile units like Mulisks.
And the bounce as well.
Yeah. Looks like Infestation Pit going to be coming out on the way here for Hendulus, but MaSa, he's going to be pushing onto the creep right through the Zone Long Tower. Queen going to be going down. Some Banelings are getting morphed in right there, and they're not going to finish.
Nope. Not at all. Those are some nice, juicy Marine clusters right there, but no Banes were able to connect there. And
Zergling counterattack here.
From the left, or from the west.
Yeah, and a couple Zerglings are going to be getting in there. There are a few Roaches as well, and they're not actually being paid attention to, but right now, MaSa is at 200-200 with about 20 more army supply, so definitely in the lead in terms of army.
That is one advantage MaSa will have. Wow, that's going to be a really nice pickup right there. A lot of Banelings died for nothing, but...
oh, the wall's down.
Yep, the wall's down and the mutas going in.
Yeah, the mutas are going to be coming in. A lot of the Banelings are just going to be saved for a little while as they saw that, those Marines, they know they're coming. But those Roaches, they're going to be able to deal a bit of damage there. There's a Thor.
Can they catch out that Thor? That'll be very interesting to see. The front army has been repelled for now. The Roaches are doing work. That Thor is not even going to see the front of battle, but here comes a little bit of support there from the back. Hendulus with a really nice pickup there is now able to push back.
Yeah, those Banelings getting all of those Marines, unlike MaSa, to be honest. Not really going to be able to split those 40, 60 more Zerglings on the way. And Hendulus, those Roaches just really giving him that hole in the wall.
50 more Zerglings on the way.
Yeah.
50 in a hive. I think that's a hive.
That's a hive.
Awesome.
And those Mulisks and Banelings, they're still pushing forward. More and more Swarm just coming right across the map. Hendulus still maxed out. MaSa at 140 supply.
That is not looking good for our King of Toronto, as MaSa is now very much on the defensive. The Swarm is literally swarming MaSa's base at this point. The supply counts are just absolutely massive in difference, and the map control is going huge the way of Hendulus. Now, we do have a counterattack here off to the left, but one base of 4 up 5 now even,
Yeah.
up against just losing a third. I mean, Hendrilisk at this point, he will be able to just resupply without a care.
Well, he doesn't even need to resupply. Still at 195 supply here. He's going to be getting +3 soon, and MaSa now on 2 bases. Very low in mineral income, as we see, 700.
Compared to 2 grand. Wow.
Yeah, and then even the gas income for Hendrilisk is doubling. Ultralisk Cavern going to be coming out here for Hendrilisk, and I like this because of the fact that there isn't the infrastructure.
What is this? Zoom out for me, Dave. Zoom out for me.
Zoom out here.
Yikes. That
82
is
Zerglings.
that is a heck of a lot of Banelings about to enter the fray.
Yep, and Mulis going to be able to catch this third here yet again. That orbital command is going to be going down. And as I was saying earlier, the Ultralisk's a very good choice because there isn't the infrastructure to make Marauders. Those Ultralisk will just eat through those Marines so easily.
Well, these Zerglings and Banelings can almost be throwaway at this point. 80 Zerglings would free up about 40 supply, which would be what? 5 Ultras? 5 Ultras can come out of the field then? They're 8 field food, right?
They are 6 or 8, yeah.
Well, if they're 6, you can get a few more. But
Yeah.
either way, I mean, when you're maxed, you want to trade. You got, Hendros right now has the map control, he has the money, the income, and the army, and he needs to try to press this advantage.
He has an entire third of the map, a little over a third of the map in terms of creep, but now he's going to be coming right back in here. Baneling's going to be exploding all over those Marines and tanks, and the Zergling's going to be coming in as well. The Mutalisks tearing through anything that's left.
Yep.
And GG from MaSa. Hendrilisk going to take game number 1.
Now, this might sound terrible, but this is a little atypical. I don't think we've ever seen Hendros take game 1 of his series off of MaSa.
He has not recently.
I am definitely very excited then to see this best of 5-2 completion because Hendrilisk now in Premier, definitely a little bit of practice has gone his way, and I think it's starting to pay off.
Yeah, and in his interview he was saying about how he is kind of a mental player. He doesn't focus so much on mechanics as mind games, and we can see that, right? With Merry-Go-Round being MaSa's pick, in fact, still being able to just make the correct build order decisions, being able to thwart the Hellion play.
Right.
For the first time in a long time, really.
Thwarted the proxy Marines. Thwarted the Hellions got in. They did take down about 13 drones, if I do recall.
Yeah.
But still, even that was not enough to dent Hendrilisk in that game number 1. So perhaps the weak point in that play is if MaSa had just gone a bit more standard, it would have been a bit more prepared by the mid game. But when you proxy, it's kind of an all or nothing gamble, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, game number 2 here, going to be on Overgrowth.
Yes.
This one was Hendrilisk's pick, and we did see him beat Elhaim on this map, in fact, last week.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. So
very exciting to see where this is going to go. TVZ for game number 2 of our best of 5. MaSa's ready to go. Hendrilisk is ready to go, and we will be too momentarily here, guys, as Kings of the North needs a champion. You can see MaSa, 2-0 Alham, and Hendrilisk 2-0 Desro. So these guys got some talent under their belts.
yeah, and of course they have fought each other quite a bit. So, they've played each other, as said in their interviews, so they know how each other play. It's just mainly mind games at this point. Not even build order wins could do it here.
Well, coming into Overgrowth, we are going to have to see if it's going to be a bit more standard play out of MaSa or if he's going to try for a proxy. But, typically a bit more standard would be Reapers into the Hellions, into Banshees, and then from there just kind of do his MaSa thing. He masses up, he has great production, but I'm seeing Hendrilisk in a whole new light today after not only 2-0 on the Desro, but now 1-up on MaSa.
Yeah.
That's rather exciting.
All right, well, got the lobby ready here.
Yes,
Just
we do.
going to confirm once again if they are ready, and at the same time both telling me that they're ready. So we're going to be getting in here. Game number 2 on Overgrowth.
Yep. Here on ES Champ TV, and our new sponsor, Chairs for Gaming. Apparently, Hendrilisk does use one of those chairs. I myself am going to be getting one because free footrest with the ES Champ code.
And free shipping as well.
And free shipping, which is huge here in Canada if we have any American viewers down there. So, yeah, Chairs for Gaming doing great things here in Canadian esports. ES Champ TV, of course. We've been here for a while. We've been doing a lot of StarCraft stuff. Done some League of Legends out there as well. And, who knows what the future holds for us here.